We are live.
We are live.
We are live.
Did I say welcome to the main event?
Run that thing right now, are you mad?
Oh, man.
Behave before you talk about what I'm talking about, yeah?
Disclaimer.
Run that thing back. Nah, man, stay there in your corner, man. Run that thing back, fam. I don't want to hear nothing from you.
We are live, guys. I'm saying Mr. Blitztech.
Ready in your GS.
Joe one further, the cyber nerds.
And welcome to the Suicide Squad non-spoiler review.
Wow.
Non-spoiler.
Non-spoilers.
I can't remember the last time we did that.
I can't either, innit? But we're here. We're back.
We're here indeed. And if you want to be here, if you want to keep coming back, you know what you should be doing? Pressing the subscribe button.
Roll to 200k.
Appreciate you for that. Guys, what's your non-spoilers review for this movie?
I'm actually kind of nervous because I ain't done one of these in so long. Like, I'm afraid I might spoil it, but maybe I'll just follow one of you guys and then I'll ease in.
Alright, cool. He passes it to me, you know. Like, man said I'll follow one of you guys and you're like, yeah, Joe. No, for me, firstly, I want to start with, I enjoyed the movie, thought it was good. I'm going to say this is my favourite James Gunn movie, do you know what I'm saying? Like, James Gunn's not one of those directors that, like, he doesn't usually make movies that I, like, gravitate towards all the time. Like, I feel like they're fine. I feel like he's great. I feel like he's a good director and stuff like that. But usually, like, the tone of his movies really don't, like, get me into it. But I feel like what he did with the Suicide Squad was really good. I feel like what he did with this movie was kind of fire. And this is not a comparison to the first movie, but I can really see that what I believe the studio wanted for the first movie, he executes 100% in his own way and style, and it actually, like, fits with the Suicide Squad character, narrative, and all of that. So I just want to say, like, yo, well done for that, because yeah, that part of it bangs.
Yeah, I'm jumping on this because funny enough, like, on the day that we were going to watch the movie and was discussing, like, the previous movies, and it was like, you know, there's some really good stuff here. You know, if James Gunn can just come in, pick the best gems out of it, and then pepper it up even more, and which I feel like he done that, innit? Like, yeah. I felt like, yo, I'm watching this movie and everything we just spoke about 2-3 hours ago, my man back then was just doing it. So very enjoyable movie. Like you said, like, we're not like, usually when it comes to, like, I think it's more the comedic side that he brings to the movies. Man wasn't really into it, but this movie, man was fully in with, like, the jokes, like the way the characters were bouncing off each other, apart from one or two characters, but we'll get that into the spoilers bit. But, like, yeah, man, like, I feel like I can't remember the last time I enjoyed a DC movie like that.
I'm sorry, Sam, but the thing I want to jump on that thing we are talking about with the comedy is, I would say, like, we've got some extra content coming out and you'll see the conversation that we're referring to later, but yeah, time loops and stuff like that. But basically, with James Gunn, or not just James Gunn, but some of this kind of, these comedic guys, I feel like it falls short on me because, like, I just feel like sometimes it comes off childish. But where this is R-rated, and I've said this before, like, he gets to just do more, like, you can go harder with the jokes. Like, you can just get to a deeper tone and a deeper level, more adult themed. And I feel like that's where some of the comedy really went well for me, especially when you was talking about, like, Idris Elba's character. I felt like he had very, like it was funny, but it was, like, kind of tonally, like, it was serious stuff we're joking about.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Tonally correct.
Tonally correct. That is, yeah, tonally correct.
No, I agree with you guys. Like, the movie, very enjoyable. Like, it's almost like you guys were saying, everything we wanted from the first movie, you can kind of tell, you just took everything from there and just put it in here, plus a lot more. Like, I enjoyed all the characters, no matter how short or long they were on screen for. I enjoyed, like, even the story as well. The story was quite good, even though I feel like there was, for me, kind of, like, pacing issues throughout the movie. It's kind of very choppy, I believe.
Yeah,
very choppy.
And
there's a big section of the movie. Yeah. There's a bit, like, there's this. Okay, well, I won't say a big section, but there's a section of the movie that we're definitely going to get way deeper into in the spoilers review. So make sure you click onto that after this. That I feel like, I don't want to say it's forced, but it's forced, man. I feel like it's forced, and it doesn't. That they didn't need to take that direction, but yeah, they do.
I wonder if there was some sort of resistance from James Gunn and the producer side when it came to that aspect, because everything is flowing and we have this vision, and then boom, like now we're stuck here because I guess you're the franchise player of
the team and stuff like that
of DC right now.
Yeah, I don't
or even not even DC, but just the suicide slash.
No, we're gonna have to say the DCEU. Bro, I don't think it's a spoiler to say like I feel like for me like Harley Quinn is I'm not saying it's being over. I wouldn't say overused, but like it's too much. I think it's too much. Like it's too much Harley Quinn, especially in an opportunity like this to highlight some OD other characters. The characters in this movie are fire, man. John Cena, yeah. Listen, never in my life, yeah. Never in my life did I believe I would say that John Cena was a standout in like a movie, bruv. John Cena goes hard, bruv.
And you know what? Yeah,
hard in this movie.
I don't want to sound disrespectful to my man's craft, innit? But while I'm watching this movie, I cannot stop thinking but to give credit to someone like Dwayne Rock Johnson, yeah? Like someone that came from the same platform you came, and it's been shelling for you, man, see your peers and be like, you know what?
I'm shelling too.
I'm shelling too.
I'm
you
shelling
know what I'm saying?
too.
Not to take away from what you're doing, John Cena, but that was just a feeling I was in the movie. It's like, yes, like another one made it. Another one's over here peppering the team.
Yeah, for me, like I just feel like you're gonna hear this a lot from now. Like, hey, Team Peacemaker, innit? Team Peacemaker.
I'm torn, bro.
Bro, do you know what? Yeah,
I'm torn.
I was at home.
I'm torn.
I was at home. We're gonna get into this in the spoiler review, yeah. But I was at home thinking about like, yo, he says some mad stuff.
Bro.
But
it's real.
But the energy and where he's coming from,
and
I'm Team Peacemaker, bro.
Yeah, man,
Team Peacemaker. Do you know what I'm saying? So I thought he was tough. Yo, Idris is hard in the movie as well.
I love this energy. And this is why I'm torn. And this is why I'm torn, because I can 1000% hear what you're saying, because the things he was.
See, when we get to the spoiler review, it's gonna get deep. I also want to shout Sylvester Stallone's King Shark as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I felt like in the trailers, like this character is gonna be the place where like everything kind of dips. Like I feel like he was DC's substitute for Groot. Do you know what I'm saying? But we can take it like to the next level. And I felt like it felt very fresh. It felt funny. Like even though lots of his stuff was just like physical, like kind of that physical comedy, I felt like it was really good, man. I felt like they did a whole thing with it. So I really liked that. Also, the color palette of the movie, I felt like it matched the energy of the movie, the energy of the characters, bruv. Like, and just I feel like it's like done so. Like it looks like a Suicide comic book, a Suicide Squad comic book, and I felt like they did that great.
Yeah, I think with that came a lot from the shots taken. Wow, you guys did an amazing job with the camera action, man. Bruv, I was amazed by it.
Yeah.
What? Like the way it was just the way he was bouncing around, but again, the pacing of it, like it just complemented everything. It's like you guys managed to grab all the puzzle pieces, and this time you got it right. Like
and what's mad is I feel like the color palette, which is sick, fits so well that it makes the CGI look seamless, bro.
Yeah.
Like, but bruv, King Shark here, you never feel like man looks weird, bruv. It's like his texture fits the world, bruv. And it's like there's certain stuff happening, and you'll see like with Starro and all of that stuff. Like it kind of like it's over the top, it's mad, but it fits, and you're never like
taken out.
You're never like bruv, you're in it the whole time, and I just rate man for like executing that plan and delivering on that so well, man. So yeah, man, bruv, I was impressed, fam. I was impressed.
No, it's true. Like you said, the CGI was on point. Camera work was sick. I do feel like nowadays, I'm kind of gonna guess James Gunn started the whole music on top of.
Like to go with what's like basically the theme, like you got the track for the theme.
Like it was good here, but I think it's just been done too much in like movies. Even though like I didn't mind it here, like I said, it goes with like the actual scenes that were shot in. but I'm hearing it like way too much. I'm not saying that he just like destroys the movie and stuff, but like I think it's been played way like I feel like he hasn't made it his own.
Yeah, it's he does that all the time. But for me, with the music, it's like I always think like it's a great score if I never really realize it is there.
I didn't realize
and that's it as well. So I thought
like,
it was good. Do you know what I'm saying? I was like, it always had the right energy. It was always putting us in the right place. So it didn't really bother me at all, man. So
no, I like the instruments a lot more than the over the top like radio kind of music, to be honest. But I think that's just me just being old school.
Boy, listen, look, we've actually got so much more to talk about, but you're gonna have to go to the spoiler review for all of that, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, listen, Viola Davis,
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Viola Davis a lot in the spoiler review, innit? So
we're gonna go deep.
If you think if you think we missed anything, in fact, sorry, let me just be quiet. Sorry.
Go on. What happened?
Sam, do you think?
Well, guys, you know what you have to do. Make sure you go over to the spoiler review if you want a deep dive into the Suicide Squad characters, narrative, all them things there. Make sure in the comments down below. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one for sure. I'm Sam, Mr. Blitztech.
Raven your GS.
Joe, one further, the Cyber Nerds.
Peace.